Hey everybody, this week we're going to talk about great inventions from Florida.
That sounds like fun.
Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Matt.
I'm Jen.
And we're at the Valerie Theater in Inverness. And just so you haven't forgotten, the Legend of Kate Kensington is coming to the Valerie Theater April 29th, April 30th, and May 1st. How can I remember all that? So get in touch with the Valerie Theater. Please support this film. These guys did a lot of hard work on this movie, so let's support them. And
it's local. Support local.
Yeah, support the arts. So we're going to talk about Florida inventions. I think sometimes because of Disney World and the big theme parks and stuff, we just think we're all about tourism. But the reality is, there are a lot of inventions that come from Florida.
That's right.
And we have to remember, like, the University of Florida is a research university. So they're working on all kinds of stuff that we don't even, it's just like, woo, like a big airplane going over our head.
A lot going on now we have known nothing about.
But we can find some old inventions of yesteryear that we all understand and bring them to you. And Jen, why don't you just start with number one? This is a big one, actually, too. Go ahead.
To all my friends up north, frozen orange juice concentrate. You know, you can't get orange juice year-round. It's not always available. So, yes, frozen orange juice concentrate. Unfortunately, it's mainly sugar.
Right. Well, when they compact that down, it's like 65% sugar without any water in it.
That's right.
You know what happened with it? They also have non-concentrate juice.
Yes, not from concentrate. It's called.
What happened, right? If you think about this, back in the 50s when they started doing this, they couldn't get orange like we today. They couldn't get oranges year-round. So to get orange juice to people, and it fights scurvy and all the rest of this stuff, they did the orange juice concentrate.
Quench your thirst with health. Quench your thirst with delicious fresh frozen orange juice from Florida.
And it was even traded as a commodity in New York.
Yes.
So it's amazing how this is a gigantic bit. We talked about this actually before in our oranges. A giant business in the state of Florida.
Huge.
I guess number two, the number two one, which I had no idea until you've heard of the advertising, you know it. Sunblock and sunscreen, and it was developed, let me read this, Benjamin Green during World War II, because in the Pacific, these people were getting sunburned out in the ocean, so it was all this weird goo, but
There's no shade out in the ocean.
No, and the sun's blasting onto the water and back onto you. So anyways, this product got refined, it became Coppertone. And the Coppertone, if you think it looks like a Florida beach with the dog pulling the the little girls bikini, and it looks like a Florida beach because it is from Florida.
Yes.
So go Coppertone.
I think pigs were the first inventor of sunscreen, though. They roll in mud. That's a natural sunscreen.
And it's funny. So I guess hippos and elephants. So that's smarter. Pigs especially. That's why they wallow in the mud.
Yep. Okay.
What's number three?
AC. Could you imagine life? Thank you, whoever invented AC.
We know who it is.
Yes, who was it?
John
Matt?
Gorey.
Yes, thank you, John.
Dr. Gorey. Can you imagine what living in Florida was like
The
before air
population
conditioning?
would be nil.
Well, down in Naples and Fort Myers, all the big shots like Edison and Ford and Harvey Feinstein, they lived in Fort Myers, but they probably came down in November when it was getting in August. Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh, no, I can't imagine that and pest control.
John Gorey.
Florida, thank you. Florida's on the map because of AC and pest control.
And killing bugs.
Yeah.
The John Gorey, he figured out a way of using compressing gas and stuff to make ice, and that he didn't realize what he was onto, and he was trying to, I think it was yellow fever, and he was trying to cool the rooms down of these people in Apalachicola in the Panhandle.
What's next?
Number four, incandescent light bulbs.
For when the sun's not shining.
Thomas Edison, and it may not have been actually invented here, but Edison lived here 5-6 months a year, and he did his research all winter long. So he definitely researched his, it's not the light bulb, it's the filament, the wire inside that glows is the important part of that. And that was me. And what's actually is the tag along for Edison, his buddy was Henry Ford. And they were realized with their friend Harvey Firestone that they needed rubber for these tires for these cars. It was a problem they had. So they started, and you can go there. It's at the Edison and Ford Winter Estates down in Fort Myers. You can go and visit and see these great places. But they started, I got to read this song. They created the Edison Botanic Research Laboratory, and they were studying how to make more rubber. And
Were they using rubber plants and rubber trees?
Plants, because they needed rubber, and they wanted
and
to try to source.
They grow a lot down here. They're very tropical.
Well, and a lot of it, I think, came from South America and stuff. But they wanted to. They're going to need so much rubber for these tires. So and it was ultimately, I think the U.S. Department of Agriculture took over the lab. But you can go there and check it out if you want to go visit Fort Myers.
On a tank full.
Yeah, so it's rubber. We're claiming rubber. We invented rubber.
Yes.
Congratulations. What about number 5, my favorite.
Yes, Gatorade was developed at the University of Florida in 1965. Anyone who has done 20 minutes of yard work appreciates
It takes like 3 minutes in the summer,
to take
right,
you
to
out.
fully soak your clothes out, and you realize, like, I think I'm about to swoon. My electrolytes are
That's
depleted. It's been
absolutely
4
right.
minutes.
That's right. And did you know where the Gatorade bath originated from?
From the University of Florida.
No, the New York Giants, my beloved New York Giants. October 28th, 1984, the Giants beat the Redskins 17-3. And Jim Burt, the nose tackle for the Giants, who was not on good terms with the coach at the time, Bill Parcells, he had a bad week at practice. So they had an out. So Jim Burt wanted to get even with them. So him and Harry Carson dumped the Gatorade over Bill Parcells at the end of that game. And little did they know, national acclaim came during their 1986 season when they actually wound up, it accumulated or culminated their first Super Bowl win on January 25th, 1987, when they beat the Denver Broncos 39-20.
Well, it's funny. I'm sure, like, today, modern times, like, these coaches are like, when is it coming? Can we just do this now? And they're like...
And that's what was so great, because Bill Parcells never knew who it was coming from. So it really gained its popularity from my New York Giants.
And they made it with lemonade. That's why lemon lime's probably the most popular. It was made with lemon juice originally.
Yep, and it's got electrolytes in it.
So, hey, how great is it to live in Florida? We're still inventing stuff like crazy. If you're a garage tinkerer, keep up the good work. You're going to come up with something great here in Florida.
Yep.
And thanks for watching our show. My name is Matt.
I'm Jen.
And thanks for watching Fun on the Suncoast. See you next time.